February 2nd, 2026, at 10 o'clock. Bring this meeting to order. Roll call. Smiley.
Present.
Moore.
Here.
Starks here. Number 4. Approval of minutes of the last regular meeting, January 26th, 2026.
So moved. Motion approved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 5, discuss possible action regarding proclaiming February 2nd, 2026 as Champions Week.
Can you introduce everybody? This is Lauren. She is a Miss Rodeo America. Taylor Munsell just won the world in breakaway roping. Jacob Etler is the world champion steer wrestler. Michelle Mackey is a Miss Rodeo America champion. And Miss Carrie Nixon is a 4-time world champion breakaway roping.
We've got a little proclamation here I'll read at this time. Whereas Woods County, Oklahoma residents Carrie Nixon, Taylor Munsell, Jacob Eller, Laura Heaton, and Michelle Mackey are officially recognized for their distinguished achievements and excellence in professional rodeo. Whereas Carrie's career is highlighted by the 4 championship breakaway roping victories, while Taylor has also earned a world championship in breakaway roping. Jacob has secured a win in bulldogging, as well as Lauren and Michelle both have won the Miss Rodeo America competition. My heart's like going 100. Slow down before I explode here.
There's little ones down there.
I know. It's a great pleasure to express to Carrie, Taylor, Jacob, Lauren, and Michelle on behalf of Woods County Commissioners a sincere congratulations, and now, therefore, we, the Woods County Commissioners of Woods County, Oklahoma, publicly commend all of our champions for their accomplishments and hereby proclaim the week of February 2nd as 2026 as Champions Week. No, go ahead.
So Taylor, I'm going to start with you. You're the most recent. How did you get to where you're at? What's it like since? How did it change your life?
I mean, the easiest explanation for how I got to where I'm at is I came to college to rodeo at Northwestern for Stockton Graves, and I think that had like a super huge hand in my influence in my career towards this direction. Obviously, when I was in college, breakaway actually wasn't a PRCA sanctioned event, and that happened shortly after I graduated college, and I kind of rolled right into it. Obviously, I had a lot of people behind me that helped me be ready for that and then helped me succeed at it. So.
And you have to attend how many rodeos and how do you qualify?
There's a minimum of 25 rodeos to qualify for the national finals, and then the maximum rodeos you can attend is 80. I went to 70 rodeos this year, and then it's based on, they take the top 15 in the world based on money won that year.
And have you done any rodeos since you won the world?
Yes, I went to 2 rodeos for the 2026 season already. One actually was back in 2025 before the 25 or finals had even happened, but it counted towards 26. So there's once one season ends, the other one starts before the finals are even technically over. And then my second one was Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo last week. I'll go back down there for the semifinals this weekend. Oh, and actually also our Prairie Circuit finals were last weekend. Those were postponed due to the horse virus. They're supposed to be back in November, and they just happened last week in Pasco.
Yeah, well, it's very serendipitous actually to be here with Michelle because I got my start in rodeo queening because of Michelle. I've been doing a roundup club at Cherokee, and they'd had a princess thing, and Mom and I had absolutely no idea about it. And someone in town told us, well, a rodeo queen just became a teacher here. You should reach out to her. And so we reached out to Michelle, and at the time I had no idea what it meant that she'd been Miss Rodeo America. Learned that later on down the line. But yeah, just kind of made my way through junior Cherokee title, Attica, Kansas. Then I won teen, Miss Rodeo Oklahoma teen, and then went on to win Miss Rodeo Oklahoma after I finished at OSU. And then, yeah, managed to be the first Oklahoman to win America, which was really cool, and to highlight Alpha and where we were from and all of that. But yeah, a lot of miles, traveled with all the other cowboys and cowgirls and put a lot of miles in.
Awesome. Jacob?
So, I was actually not destined to be a cowboy whatsoever. It was an accident. I grew up on a farm in central Iowa. My family, we raised hogs and oak cropped and had a little grow yard. Did not ride any horses, didn't have any horses on the place. And we would show club lambs in different places. And we would go to places like Omaha and Louisville, Kentucky, and during these sheep shows, they'd always have rodeos. And we would go watch the rodeo, and I thought, man, that's pretty cool. And I was actually plowing a field up about 10 miles away from my house, and there was these people out there roping calves and steer wrestling, and I thought, man, that looks pretty cool. So I got done and introduced myself, and every day after I got done working, I would go to their house and rope calves and steer wrestle, and I would have been 14 years old at the time, and I absolutely got my butt whipped for about 2 years figuring all this out. I remember the very first rodeo I entered. I was entered into calf roping, and they didn't have steer wrestling at that age group. It's called shoot dogging. You don't actually jump off the horse, you just grab them out of the buck and shoot and throw them down on the ground. But I fell off in the calf roping, and then I had my steer fell on me for the entire minute time limit in the shoot dogging. And one of the rodeo parents came up to me and my parents and they were like, hey, you know, like, you don't have to do this. It didn't look like that was very enjoyable. Well, no, I love it, you know. And, we continued on and finally found some success and had the opportunity to come to college down here and had a few more years struggling professionally until we got to where we wanted to be. Which was the world champion. That's the end goal. That's what everybody that strives out to go rodeo wants to have happen. And I found out in life, whether you're rodeoing or running a business or whatever you're trying to do, you're probably going to take some whippings in the process, but if you keep getting up and going to work every day and keeping your head between your ears, good things will eventually happen.
Explain to those little guys the difference in what you do versus what Taylor does.
Taylor stays on her horse. She ropes a calf around the neck, and for some reason I jump up to a 500-pound animal and slide off my horse and grab him by his horns and throw him down on the ground.
We looked you up on YouTube this morning.
Oh, you did see
And we thought you were a ninja.
Ninja word. So that's the compliment you probably ever got.
Yep. Never been called a ninja.
Michelle?
Well, I grew up in a small town in Wyoming, on just some small acreage outside of town. And this might kind of sound like a silly story, but it's truth of where I'm at today. We did 4-H, and I was at the county fair and met Miss Rodeo Wyoming, and I probably wasn't much older than these kids, and I can truly remember that day very vividly and the impression she made on me, and I decided I wanted to be Miss Rodeo America and win the World Champion Barrel. That was my goal. I remember watching the NFR every year on TV and watching the guy wave those girls down the alley, and I had it in my mind that's what I wanted to do. And anyway, rodeo has been an important part of my life, and kind of had the Miss Rodeo America thing still back in the back of my mind, but rodeo was always number one, and went through high school and had great success and came here to college rodeo. And it's kind of funny, my mom was like, well, you've always wanted to try out for Miss Rodeo America, and I was, I don't know, but I did, and was very fortunate to be able to walk away that I had accomplished that. It's was a wonderful year. I made wonderful friends and contacts. I still, the rodeo, you guys can attest to, is one of the coolest group of people. I still stay in contact from people from when I was young. Just came across some this weekend at a roping school, and it's just a pretty cool deal that I feel fortunate I was able to be a part of. So.
Awesome. Terry?
Wow, it's hard to follow all these guys. Very good. It took me 20 years to win my first one. I didn't even row or nothing until I went to college. And since Jacob took his first one, my first time, and I roped the calf, get off my horse and tie it down. So it's tied down roping. And my first time in competition was 36 seconds. Barely beat the clock. But then my second time I entered, I was 18 seconds. And I thought, if I keep having it every time I enter, I'll be pretty good. But I won my, it took 20 years to win the first world championship. And then after that, I don't know how to explain the feeling, but it's like, I got it. And, just the emotion and everything then. But then that's kind of like when you see the focus and you realize what it takes to be physically ready, mentally ready, the concentration and the toughness to go and still compete. And after you attain your goals, and it's hard to discuss how much mental acuity is in that, but after attaining your goals, it's hard to come down off that and just enjoy yourself. And no, I'm not going for a world championship now. I have other goals, but my love is tie down calf roping, and they'll bury me, or I'll bury myself tying down. What is it to? You do what you love. It's not work. And to talk about the family. Taylor's so much younger than me, but I think Taylor's family. Anyway, it's a wonderful life, and we're all blessed to have been there.
Well, thank you guys for doing this. Lauren drove from Denver, Colorado. And I want to introduce Lauren's mom and Michelle's mom. They're here as well.
We're gonna pick moms for life.
Yeah. So thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you.
Number 6, discuss possible action regarding Farm Bureau Week, February 9th through the 13th, 2026. Whereas Woods County Farm Bureau, as a non-for-profit general farm organization operating within the boundaries of the Woods County of the state of Oklahoma, has served the farmers and ranchers of this great county since 1946. And whereas the Woods County Farm Bureau, through its concerns for both agriculture, producers, and consumers, helped to develop a basic understanding of the complex structure that puts foods on the table of all American and most of the world. Whereas the Woods County Farm Bureau has dedicated itself and its members to maintain agriculture as an honorable and respected profession, which has been the base for much the economic prosperity of Woods County and the state of Oklahoma. Whereas more than 498 members, families in Woods County are members of the Woods County Farm Bureau. Now therefore, I, Damian Starks, Woods County Chairman of the Woods County, do hereby proclaim the week of February 9th through 13th, 2026 as Farm Bureau Week.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second that.
Please sign those.
Those copies. You just signed. Like that.
Speech.
That's why I just tell him.
No, it's been an honor to sit here with all the champions. I'll tell the kids I'm not a champion, it's harder to put on the table.
I think you just, I don't know, when I signed.
Oh, okay.
I'll think about anywhere else, but
I'll make a motion that we approve this.
Oh,
We just did that, didn't we?
yeah, you second, we just need
Oh,
it
oh,
now.
all in favor?
Aye.
Sorry,
There you go.
that's busy.
You did the last one, I didn't write it.
The champions week,
You can make a motion on that.
I don't think anybody did.
Oh.
Okay, you're running it.
I'm not sure either. Is someone gonna sign this on your end?
That's your signature at the end is what Katie told me.
Right down here?
Yep.
All those motions. You need it back up?
Yeah, give me a motion on that. Champion Week.
I'm gonna motion to approve.
I will second.
All in
The
favor?
champions week. Go champions.
Okay.
Now we caught up.
Huh?
All right. Number seven, discuss possible action regarding Form 120B for 2 Kubota tractors lease purchase and 1 Land Pride mower purchase between District 1, Great Plains, and out-of-state bank. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. I'm definitely for this next one.
Yeah, I can tell. One 20B. You'll be able to purchase that one or at the end of that if you want.
That's payoff. That's payoff. It'll be payoff. It'll be on in 5 years.
Oh, okay. That's 2 of them.
And mower, 20 foot. Yeah, tractor's 102.
Looks like it.
Yeah. 145 horse, 119 PTO. Number 9, approve, disapprove monthly reports for the following: assessor, county clerk.
Skip
All
eight.
right.
Oh, number 8. Oh, sure.
Yeah, lucky Reed.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Number 8, discuss possible action regarding appointment of John Smiley to the OEDA board.
Make a motion to approve.
No discussion? I guess I gotta second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Oh, you're gonna, okay. Yeah, you did.
Railroaded is what I'm getting. All aboard. Aye.
Aye.
I have a Reed grants.
That's true. Yeah. You better- Yeah, let's sign those, that way they can have those. We can have them next week. Thank you.
Same thing.
That's on my list of purchase. All right, now, number 9, approve, disapprove monthly reports for the following: the assessor, county clerk, health department, and sheriff's department.
Make a motion to approve.
Got them all?
I've got them all.
Got them all. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Number 10, discuss possible action regarding the resolution to surplus and junk the following items for the assessor's computers. ID number H250-09, H250-20, H250-21, printer H251-04, monitor H254-17.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye.
And it takes all these pictures.
I said, there's a lot of stuff in here. Let's sit down. They get your new stuff up and going? Good?
Working on it, yeah.
There's 5 of these,
Okay.
4 or 5 of these. 4.
Yeah, some more.
Number 11, new business.
I just forgot to say one thing, we're displaying all the saddles and buckles and stuff. They're gonna be here all week till Thursday evening. The public's welcome to come look at them in the lobby. It's pretty cool, may never see another one of those.
Yeah, they're really nice. I was impressed. I was like, man, they're nice.
Let me rephrase it.
Very
Taylor's
pretty.
gonna bring more home. It's gonna be a 5-timer.
You got anything going?
Them were the quietest kids that I've ever been.
Hey, 2 of them asleep.
Good teachers.
3 of them asleep.
Good parents, good teachers.
That's amazing. They're good kids. Yeah. Well, we are that.
We got outnumbered.
Number 12, approve, disapprove blanket purchase orders.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
13, motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?